And the next segment we have is Memos Mordidas, and Memo has a lot of them. When I talked about there being a taco truck on every street corner, I don't know if this is real or not. Allegedly, I think this fool has tried at least 99.9% of them. Because every week, I'm like, how can I keep up? I need to hit the gym and then go get the tacos because I'm trying to like make sure I stay alive for my grandchildren. But yes, so Memos Mordidas, this exciting segment is literally going to be us jumping into what Memo has tried this week. And he tries the best things all the time. And sometimes some funky things. I know a couple of months ago, there was a beer that tasted like Winnie's. So we want to know about all of it, and we want y'all to know about all of it so that we know what the fuck is going on in Los Angeles and what the fuck you got to be eating because Memo knows. So Memo, let's jump into it.
Yeah, so Memos Mordidas. This is a quick little segment. Talk about food because, of course, LA Taco, we talk about food here all the time. So yesterday, I'm down in Fullerton, right? And I see this spot. I'm driving down Orange Thorpe, and I see a van that says Paco's Tacos, right? And above it, it's got a flaming trompo, and they have some U-Haul trucks, and there's a liquor store. And in the back corner, I just see like a tarp and a hand-painted tacos, and it says Paco's Tacos. And then I see like red marker, like DoorDash, right? I'm like, and I'm hungry, right? I had just had a meeting down there. I was down there for a meeting, and I posted pictures about it on Twitter. And why did that shit kind of like, garner a lot of attention on Twitter? I don't know if it blow up, but yeah.
It blew up.
And I was like, oh, okay, people kind of like it. Because this is what I do on a daily basis, right? I'm driving around LA. I'm going to order spots. And I'm always kind of like, all right. Like, you ever seen that meme of Pennywise, the clown from It? And he's in the sewer and he's like, there's tacos down here. And then somebody just goes down there. Somebody legit sent me that yesterday, like, fool, this is you. And I'm like, yeah, pretty much. If I see tacos, I'm going to go try them out.
You're like that meme of the person who's behind the wall and doing this. And
yeah.
Like, what's next?
Yeah. I'm that guy. So I stopped by, tweeted it out, and it blew up. And I'm like, okay, now let's take this seriously, right? I was just going to, just try it out. And it's kind of cool. So, and actually, that article just got posted up on LA Taco. I wrote about it, so if you guys want to read it, go LATaco.com.
Oh, you wrote it already?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Dang.
Yeah, I wrote it last
night. My boy's efficient.
Yeah. When we're in those tacos, right?
Before the tacos digested. You're like,
I gotta go back and get my fix. But yeah, it was cool. So you walk in there, and it's a store. It looked like it was like an Indian man owned it, and I was talking to him. His name is Ryan Singh, and he's like, "Yeah, I bought this. It used to be a market, and it had a little kitchen on the side. So he brought in his friends to do the taqueria, and so it's like the register and the little kitchen, right, and then the beer aisle, and you go out to the back to the around the side, and it's like this old gate, man. It's like 3 gates like meshed together, and you go in, and it's like the Cenaduria type of setup, right? Cenaduria, like in Mexico, it's like you go to a mom and pop place, and it's literally like their doors open, and then the tables are out there, and they're serving you out of their kitchen, right? And so I'm like, all right, let's check this out. There was nobody in there. There's like boxes on the side, right? Like there's like an old microwave that wasn't working. Yes. There was a bike being stored there.
Oh my God.
Right? And like all the tables, there were folding tables, and they had like Halloween, like cheap 99-cent covers on them, right? For I felt like I was walking into like a quinceañera in the barrio or something, right? Like somebody's baptism birthday. And so the guy comes out, and he's got the menu on. There's a door that's open. He's got the menu there. And the guy comes out and he takes my order. And I'm looking at the menu and like, all right, let me try the tacos. But this is the beautiful thing about tacos, and I wrote about this in the piece, is that tacos can be like a gateway to like other foods, I've found, right? So usually when you go to a lot of these taquerias, I don't know why they call themselves taquerias, because tacos are really just like the small part of the menu. Right. It's not like the main part of the menu. It's kind of like a side thing. Like if you want some tacos, we got tacos too, but they call themselves taquerias. I don't get that in LA. But
I feel like tacos just catch the eye.
Right?
Like, just a bitch, I'm hungry. It's going to be quick. And then you get there, and then you see the whole last fucking setup. And you're like, wait a second. Throw in a pambazo, a torta, a molita.
Exactly.
Una quesadilla, baby. Ya estamos listos. Se armó, se dice, ¿no?
Yeah. Well, pambazos, you just mentioned that. Yes. So I saw on the menu. And so one of the things you don't really see commonly in LA are enchiladas at a taco stand. All right, and you don't see pambazos that commonly in LA. And I've had people ask me, where do you know where I can get a good pambazo? I'm like, I know a couple places, but it's not really prevalent.
My mom's house, yo.
Oh, we're going to her mom's house after this. But you know, it was a nice dude. I tried all the food. The tacos were like this 2 by, classic street tacos. With just your complement of cebolla and cilantro. Real crispy the asada, real crispy the al pastor. The lengua was a little dry, but probably because it's a shop and they were probably like been there all day. They don't
Yeah.
have a lot of clientele. But then I got to the deeper in the menu, and this is how I like to roll. I like to look into the menu and like go deep and see, okay, what's that item there that's not very common. So I noticed that they had pambazos, they had huaraches, they had quesadillas with flor de calabaza
Ooh.
and huitlacoche, but they were out of huitlacoche.
Mm.
And they had enchiladas. Right? Did I mention that already?
Yeah.
Okay. Huaraches.
You're getting excited, fool. Your mouth's watering,
know.
huh? I can
I
tell.
see my stomach rumble and shit.
I didn't eat all day because I was nervous about being on this show. So this is not. I better eat before I do Memos Mordidas. But anyways, I tried the tacos that were cool. He had a big ass 50-pound bag of maseca on the table.
Saw that.
And I was like, okay, I'm not a big fan of maseca. It's dehydrated corn that then gets redone. It has a funky texture to me. Sometimes it has a little metallic taste. Like, not a big fan of it, but they did a good job with it. It was great. They make the longer southern region like quesadillas. They look like mini machetas, right? So and it was like fried and real crispy. So I did enjoy that with the flor de calabaza. But that sauce that he uses for the pambazos, also for the enchiladas, that was fucking delicious. That
For
was
folks not
yeah.
watching too, what is a pambazo? Because
So
I didn't
actually-
grow up eating them until my mom said, "Oh, I made this," and I'm like, "Girl, why are you holding out?" So what's a pambazo?
So I have some tape. If they could roll the tape, you guys
Yes,
can see the
let's
whole
show it.
experience. Show the tacos. What I'm talking about, but a pambazo. There it is. It's the Paco's Tacos.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. That's the sign I saw when I first pulled up. So like you see some shit like that, you're just like, okay, how many people would actually pull over, right?
Right.
My ass is like, oh, these are gonna be good. So there it is. You see the liquor store. This is the spot inside, right? That I was telling you next to the register. And this is where you go in through the side. This is where Pennywise is waiting for you.
Right.
So I go inside of there, and you can see the setup, right? You have all these folding tables. You got the Halloween sheets on the table. There's like a bunch of boxes in the corner. You'll see those right there. There's a bike. That
Yeah.
old microwave. Like I'm not lying when I'm telling you these things. And this is the door that goes into the liquor store. And you see the menus on the door, and he's got cilantro, cebolla, and the big ass bag of masecas right there. And homie's inside. And actually, I guess at night they pull out a trompo. That's the spit for the trompo. But here are the tacos. They were good. I mean, the best tacos. They're not the best, but they weren't bad. Definitely enjoyed these tacos. Nice and crispy. And then after this is keep the tacos rolling. But after this is the quesadilla, and you'll see he cut it in half. Oh no, this is the huarache right here. Now the
Ooh.
huarache was generous. That thing was huge.
It also
was,
looks more round than usual. Huaraches are a little longer, right?
Yeah,
Narrow.
yeah. It was more rounder. And more rounder. It was rounder.
No sabo.
No sabo. Here's the quesadillas. You can tell he cut it in half, but it's like the longer, shorter version, and the quesadilla is real crispy on the end, and it's got the flor de calabaza inside. But what really gets interesting is those pambazos. I can tell you, this is a pambazo.
Oh.
So it's, they put that red salsa on there. They grill it on with that red salsa, and he only makes it with chorizo y papa, right?
That's the only way I could have a pambazo. If you try to put anything else in it, it's like it's too much. Keep it the
Right.
way it's meant to be. Chorizo con papa.
And then we got the enchiladas made with the same sauce, and it's got some crema on it, some cotija, and you can make it with any meat you want. I got it with pollo, but
Okay.
he uses that pollo for the tacos. In retrospect, I would have loved to have tried it with chorizo con papas and those
Yo.
enchiladas.
Yo, I don't think
that
I've
would
ever
be-
had an enchilada de chorizo con papas.
No, well, you could get it here.
Sounds good.
So yeah, that's a
know.
spot.
Yeah, right?
I think I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna get a beer. I'm
Yes.
gonna get me
Yeah.
some enchiladas with some,
Yeah.
papas and chorizo, and I'm gonna get myself a pambazo. And it's I mean, that's how I roll. That's how I find these spots. I'm just cruising around. I'm looking at them. Sometimes on Instagram. Sometimes I get tips.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's I don't know. That's my passion. I live for this shit.
Yo, if your mouth isn't watering, if you're watching, you're tripping because I'm over here like what's the address? That pambazo looked fire. So thanks for sharing that gem, Memo. And I can't believe you already wrote about it, fool. You were just there less than 24 hours ago.
Telling you, something
This
in
fool
that
stays
pambazo.
up 3 a.m. with his coffee cup, I'm sure, just cranking out the information about these dope spots. And Cenaduria spots need to be protected at all costs. We used to have one in Islos on Breed Street. If you know, you know. I believe Breed Street is Cesar Chavez. And on Thursday nights or Friday nights, damn, it's been a minute. All the ladies from that block near there or like maybe surrounding would bring their mesas out and sell the pozole, sell the tinga, sell all these things. It was Cenaduria style. Pop-up style, and then it got shut down. And if now that I think about it, if I was in LA Taco back then, Janet probably would have written about it. But yeah, shout out to those places because that's what the gem is. Like when I see a little janky spot with a curtain and a sign written with like blue pen or like Sharpie that's running out of ink, it's just like it makes me a little more excited for the food because you know it's gonna be good. Like they don't focus on the frilly shit, you know. Like shout out to the people who do, but you know when they're cooking out there, you don't gotta know about the sign. You just gotta pull up. You got to see the puesto and you got to pull up. So thanks for sharing, Memo.
My favorite thing of LA. So if you guys want to know where it's at, lataco.com. It's one of the last articles on it.